Back with another banger, guys. What's going on? So everybody's having a heart attack this morning, it seems like, eh? What's going on? Okay, so let's talk about it. First, let's get into, I wanted to look at JASMY's chart real quick first, as we always do at the beginning of a live stream. As you can see, JASMY is currently breaking out of the bullish pattern we have going on right now. What matters is if we close our daily candle outside of this pattern. That's what matters. We can break out, come back in before the daily close, and it won't make a difference. We got about 3.5 hours left before the daily close. So if we can close outside of here, we may see something like this, retest and then up, or we may just go up, right? But we got to break past the 200-day SMA and through 2 cents 3 resistance. So far things are looking good on JASMY. RSI's in the neutral. Yeah, not too bad. Still have very, very poor volume though. 66 million. Not great. Not great for volume. All right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? As always, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us grow. Dumb Money, what's up, Rob? Waiting patiently for the blow-off top. I'm not panicking. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Blah, thank God you're here. Much needed and appreciated. No problem. Why is this one not allowing me to watch? It hasn't started yet. The only person they are following who is related to the project is no longer their speaker. Yeah. Bland, what you have to understand is that because there's somebody who's their speaker on X or something, they're not a part of the team. They're just a representative of the community, right? So when somebody, it's not a team member that left the project. When someone who is, part of the community and is talking on socials about a project, that doesn't make them part of the team, right? That's not the team leaving. Also with their burn mechanism, I wouldn't say nothing is clear. Lots is clear. I don't know if you're paying attention. I literally did breakdowns of the white papers and everything. So the first thing, speaking of the white paper, the first thing I'll say before I continue on is, if a project was going to rug and they were going to just wait for people to stake and then take all the liquidity or whatever it is that's being insinuated, why the hell would they bother with a new white paper, version 3 white paper? Why would they start taking votes on their DAO about their next moves and stuff? Why would they do all that stuff? Doesn't make sense, right? When you think about it, doesn't. And I'm just speculating here, but does that make sense, right? Put in all this work and effort and time, creating a new white paper, taking votes on the DAO for all of these proposals on the project and what we want to do moving forward. Does any of that make any sense if they're just rugging? Not really, right? That's just my thoughts. Sledgehammer, what's up, man? Glad we're clearing the air about all this. This morning's Discord was intense. I've staked on Onyx for 4 separate times and never ran into any issues. I'm glad everything worked out in the end. Yeah, and that's the thing, man, is that I've talked to, at this point, over the last 3 days, I've talked to probably 100 people who I know who have been staking off and on and have not had an issue with this, right? Then the DeFi thing that was open today, but the warning regarding the dump risk and unlimited mining by the private wallet. I don't even know what you're talking about with that, Black. I don't even know what you're talking about with that. William, what's up, buddy? Plutobolic, what's up, man? I've staked XCN twice and had no issues as well. G, what's up, man? What's up, Rob and Crypto Family? Hope everyone's doing great. Just hit my million Swift today. I've got a million Swift and XCN. Thinking about getting another mil of XCN. Nice. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Studio Tech in the house. What's up, man? Looks fake pump. Yeah, it looks like a fake pump. Yeah, that's yeah, I was just saying, yeah, we probably won't close outside of this pattern because we have no volume, right? So I agree with you on that, Studio Tech. I agree with you on that, man. 100%. No volume, no price increase, guys. It's Mama said it bees like that sometimes, right? All right, so let's get into a couple things. We're caught up in the chat, so let's get into a couple of things here. Again, guys, you guys just as a community understand that when somebody brings something like this to the attention of the community, the heart is in the right place, right? We are a community here, guys, and if someone brings something that makes them, nervous, or they're worried about something, or it's a red flag for them, and they bring it to the community, right? They're not trying to spread FUD. They're trying to save the community. They're trying to help people. So we have to appreciate that for what it is, right? And understand that. Understand also, there was a comment by Underbelly over on the Discord that he said some things that he thinks it's a scam, which is perfectly fine to have his opinion, guys. I don't ban people on the Discord for saying whatever they want, right? I don't care what you guys know that about me. Those of you who've been around the channel, I've had people jump into live chat that are toxic and stuff like that, but I don't ban them. I tell the mods, don't ban them. And the reason I do that is because everyone deserves the right to express themselves. We're a community. The Discord, the channel, guys, the first thing I want you to understand about me, the Discord, the channel, the live chat on the Patreon, all this stuff, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about us as a community. Therefore, I will never censor someone for saying something if they think something's a scam or whatever it is. You'll never see me ban them for it or anything like that, right? Absolutely never. So just clear that up. The Discord is not about only things I want people to say, right? Plain and simple. It's not about me. It's about us as a community. So no one will ever get banned there for speaking their mind or speaking whatever they feel their truth is, right? Just so that everybody's clear on that. I don't censor our community at all in any way, shape, or form. The thing which Underbelly shared, which shows that XCN has a dump risk and a private wallet can mint unlimited tokens. Well, I mean, I'll like I said, I'm trying to get a team member on the channel to find out how accurate that is, right? So yeah, it's not hard to find misinformation, guys. It's not hard, right? That's why before I panic and I do things, I don't just take one person's word for something, because people can be wrong. That's why if I get a team member on the channel and we can talk to them, and I am in talks with a team member right now to come on the channel, right? That is where you get your answers from. That's where you get your truths from, right? So, Studio Tech, you are top G. Nice. Thanks, man. I'm learning from you. Thank you so much, Rob. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. So does XCN have a burn mechanism? It said so in the white paper. I did a white paper breakdown, guys, a V3 white paper breakdown. Go watch I did a 6-video series on the new white paper breakdown. Check it out, guys. Believe it or not, they actually already used the burn mechanism. They burned, I think, 50% of the total supply a long time ago, right? Now, are they going to burn more? I'm unclear on that. That's why another reason I want to get the team member on the channel. That's why I told you guys, I did a video and I said, you guys send me your questions so that I can ask them to the team, right? So, and in a minute here, guys, we're going to go through the Telegram. We're going to go through it together and we'll have a look, right? Nick, what's up, fam? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So, yeah, all right. So, let's go over and have a little look at what we got here. I got some other stuff that we're going to get into, but for right now, I just want to get this XCN stuff out of the way. So we'll talk about that. Just a couple of things I wanted to point out, right? That I take solace in personally. It's just information, right? So XCN didn't just come out of nowhere. They've been around since 2022, near the end of the last bull run, right? So they've been around for quite a while. And then we have a couple of articles from back in 2022 when they launched, right? where they spiked up 120%. I'm not going to go through the articles because it's old articles, but just showing you guys like breakdowns of what they are. They've been around a while. They're not just some project that just showed up all of a sudden this year and they're going to rug everybody and stuff, right? I'm just trying to show you some groundwork that they've been around a while, so they're not. It makes the odds of them just rugging that much less. But guys, again, you always have to remember, I'm human, everyone's human. Not everybody's right all the time. I'm just showing you what I found, right? And you take from that whatever you want. I think that what's happened here is I think there probably is some sort of a scam going, but I don't think it's by the XCN team, right? Related to staking. Now you have to remember that a couple of months ago, XCN's their X account was hacked, if you recall, and someone was sending out a fake airdrop thing from XCN back then. That was like 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, right? So there have been scammers trying to represent the project in the past. So keep that in mind as well, right? And then, yeah, so there's that article. Then there's another article here, again from 2022. XCN ignores the wider market downtrend by rallying 100+% over the past month. So a lot of good news articles about XCN in 2022 when they launched. So very, very bullish there. Studio Tech, without no volume, nothing's going to pump. Exactly. I've got too much invested, and I believe I'll be satisfied with the returns. 100%, man. Me too. Any input on Filecoin? I know there's more in circulation this cycle than last. Filecoin's going to do fantastic, man. I love Filecoin. I think Filecoin's not a very sexy project, but it is something that should be in that narrative of data storage is a fantastic niche narrative to have in any portfolio. So I do like Filecoin. I do hold Filecoin. How do I join the Discord? The Discord, my friend, I'll put a link in the chat for the Discord for you. Just give me a second here. Just give me uno momento, por favor. All right, there's a link in the chat to the Discord, my brother. There's also a link. There's also a link to the Patreon as well, guys. If you want to, guys, this is a perfect example though of why you want to be over on the Patreon, right? Because we book one-on-one Zoom calls with you. So whenever you're feeling this way, whenever you have these kind of moments come along and stuff like that, you're able to just book a coaching session, and we can all talk about it live, right? So it's very, very helpful in these times, right? So get over there, get your coaching sessions booked. Get over to the Patreon. I just put the link down in the chat. Definitely jump over there, guys. We also do a whole bunch of we have a live chat over on the Patreon as well where we discuss all this stuff. We have technical analysis training over there as well. We do price prediction videos over there. We do technical analysis on many altcoins over there. We put them up. We do crypto giveaways over there as well. So definitely check it out, guys. The link's in the description. Get over to the Patreon. Honest Coin is a decentralized project launched by a group of developers that is fully open source and is developed by the XCN community. Who are the devs? This is what the CMC. Yeah, you got to send me your questions, Blanche, so I can ask them. Not in the live chat. Send them in the comment section of a video so I can write them down later, right? All right, so let's go over to the Telegram and see what everybody's saying on the Telegram. Hang on a second here. I gotta figure out how to get the Telegram on here. Nope, that ain't it. 1 second. There it is. Okay. Let's go over to the Telegram, guys. Young Arsonist in the house. What's up, man? Okay, so we are over on their XCN's Telegram right now. Let's see what they've been talking about since the last time I was there. So what do you mean, mate? They're talking about a listing on Binance. There's no news regarding that. They're saying, okay, Onyx Protocol needs updating. Last OIP is not listed in the Treasury, hasn't been updated. Then someone shared the latest. Go into governance. So the person just couldn't find it over on the XCN protocol. I'm aware of everything. I'm talking with the website, link in the DM, community governance. So they're being transparent over on the Telegram. Wes says it's also not entirely clear if the V3 white paper is shown under white paper on website. Man, they have see, this is what I'm talking about. This is a lack of research, guys. Right? This person's saying it's not clear the entire white papers or the V3 white paper, saying you can't find it on their website. It's literally linked right on their X account. It's like I did a 6 video series breakdown of it. Like, it's not hard to find. This is just laziness, guys. That's what this is, right? People they don't look hard for. This reminds me of me telling my wife that I can't find the ketchup in the fridge, and then she comes in the kitchen and she opens the door and grabs the ketchup, calls me stupid, and walks away. That's exactly what this is, right? And if you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about, and if you're a wife, you know what I'm talking about, right? What else do we got here? So they're basically talking about tracking down the white paper. They're helping someone find it. See, there's a lot of transparency here. So they kicked out a bunch of bots. I understand we're surrounded by boats. Wink, yeah, bots he meant. I hope real people. So they're trying to get 1 million people in the Telegram. That's why they're here, my friend. So as you can see in the Telegram, guys, there's nobody complaining about scammed on staking. There's nothing about that anywhere here. I've been scouring it. There's even another channel, Crypto Whale Team. I don't know who that is, but they're asking to get an AMA on their channel as well. So yeah, so there's that's what I'm saying. There's no other even hint of anybody else getting scammed on staking or anything like that. If there was, if people were getting scammed on their staking and stuff like that, this thing would be lit up with it, right? Lit up with it. There's nothing about any issues. And this is yesterday. Now what I'm scrolling through. So I just asked for an update over on the team and asked for an update whether we can get them on the Telegram or not. So, or sorry, get them on the channel for an interview or not is what I mean. So, again, guys, as you can see, there's absolutely nothing in regards to a scam over there. Nobody else is saying anything. And you know what? Let's go over to their X page as well and see if anyone's saying anything there about it, right? Just give me a second. All right, let's read some of the comments from their posts. You get some people complaining, calling it a scam because the price isn't doing anything. All right, there's nothing about staking thing there. Oh, here we go. Somebody said something here. They have drainers installed on their staking and you will lose all your coins. So somebody said that here. So we found our first there. Where did XCN disappear to? Oh, so some people are having the issue over here on their for staking over on their over on their exit page. So there you go. Where did my XCN disappear to? I had 108K. It disappeared. No transaction, just gone. So some people are having issues, guys. So there you go. Right? We found some issues. So I would highly recommend not staking right now, maybe, right? Recently joined the staking rewards and all the perks from Onyx Protocol. This project will do very well. RWA meets DeFi. Looking forward to seeing the future. That was 3 days ago. I need to discuss. Don't worry, I'm not a bot or spam, but waiting there. Reach out. So some people are complaining about it. There was like what, three or four people complained about it on here. So there you go. We found a trail of people complaining about it. So we'll stay on. So I would highly recommend not staking right now. Dumb money. I'm just waiting on October. Yeah, no kidding, man. Funky, what's up, man? Good to see you. Added a little more XCN today. Nice, nice, nice. Sell my XCN. Why ask? Some people are. There's a rumor going around that there's something wrong with their staking, that they're draining people's XCN or something to that effect. So we're trying to get to the bottom of it. What's the issue with the staking? I stake, have been for a while. Yeah, I would recommend for now on just not staking, guys. That's what I'd recommend. Not staking right now till we figure out what's going on with the staking issue. XCN team are good for replying. People need to understand we don't have a volume to pump at the moment. Yo, Lily, what's up, man? Jackie, scam is the most overused term in trading for impatient. Yes, yes. My God, yes. Are you ever right? Same with rug. Rug is overused as well out of its proper definition. Ty, what's up, man? Hope all's well. I don't have any meme plays, but thinking about getting into Brett. Yeah, Brett's been doing really well from what I understand. Maybe a software issue, could still be staking, but just not showing up on their end. Yeah, could be something like that, right? Could be. Like, I have no idea right now. But what I would say is I recommend just don't stake right now, right? If you're staking, I would say unstake, right? That would be the wisest course of action, in my opinion. I personally have not been staking. I wasn't going to start staking until the bear market, but I've said that many times on the channel. So yeah, but we're gonna stay on top of it, guys. Like I said, I'm waiting for a team member to get back to me. We'll see what they have to say. So far, no. But they wouldn't have asked Gilly to access to his wallet if they were. It would. Yeah, but we don't know who that was, Blan. Again, you're making an accusation that the person that he was talking to was actually a team or a member of the team and not a scammer, right? Again, you have to know these things for sure before you just make accusations, right? I know people are saying, like someone said, like, well, like how would they have certain information if it wasn't somebody from the team? Well, that's what hackers do. They hack information and then they use that information to represent being somebody else. That's what they do, right? So all I'm saying is don't make accusations about people if you don't know for sure it's who you were talking to, right? That's what scammers do. New meme coin, Cody, nice. Kobe. My trust issues are too thin to take chances. Yeah, well, exactly. So just don't stake, right? Simply don't stake. Because like I said, there could be some sort of scam in relation to the staking. That's one of the biggest things that scammers do. They go after, they target staking and they target airdrops, right? Just doubts. Well, you can have your doubts. I mean, listen, I'm not telling you not to sell, Blan. If you want to sell your XCN and get out if that's what you want to do. I'm not selling mine, right? If you feel it's a scam, you 100%. I'm not your financial advisor. You sell it and get out of it, and do what you got to do. 100%. You know, but I'm not at all. I'm just not staking right now until I have more information. I'm not doing anything rash, right? So yeah. All right, let's get into some of the other news that we got going on. If you have any other questions about it, then certainly ask me. I'm here for a little bit longer. Studio Tech, don't stake at the moment. That's a way scam. Get into your wallet. Yeah. So just don't stake, right? KD, pretty sure Coinbase doesn't list scams, right? That's why they're so horribly slow to list any. Yeah, you got a point, KD. You definitely have a point there, right? There are so many projects that are not listed on Coinbase because of that. You're absolutely right. All right. Let's have a look over at the bubbles. Swift's having itself a decent little day. JASMY's up 2.9%. Miria up 8.2%. BTC's back at 60,400. People are greedy, looking for passive income. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, we got a couple of videos to get through here, guys. Exciting stuff. Let's get into some of this stuff. Squawk Box, guys. The markets are believing Trump's probabilities of winning are getting stronger. Check it out.
Can we talk politics for just 1 second? Do you have an election prediction and as it relates to the market? Do you think the market do you think anything we're seeing in the markets has anything to do with what's going to happen in November?
Yes, to an extent. I think that the markets are believing Trump's probabilities of winning are stronger than the polls are showing. But I think when the market sort of becomes more convinced of that, I think you'll see cyclical stocks do better, small caps, Bitcoin do better, because these are really clear policy differences. But yes, to me, I think over the last couple of days, to me, the market seems like it's betting on Trump's odds being better than the polls.
Okay. Can we talk?
All right, so the markets are responding in that way, and we're going to piggyback off of that by looking at Watcher Guru says Donald Trump teases crypto project and says, for too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks and financial elites. It's time we take a stand together. And we know that his son has been tweeting a lot about DeFi, some sort of DeFi project, right? So very, very interesting. All right, more Squawk Bot, guys. Let's be clear about what. So he says the Harris Economic Initiatives. Let's hear about it.
Have you been on board with the way some of these economic initiatives have been rolled out, Mike, or would you have done it differently?
So let's be clear on what this proposal is and was it what it isn't. I mean, what it isn't is price controls, pure and simple. This is not intervening in the basic price setting mechanisms of our market economy. What it is being sure that there's a cop on the beat in emergency situations, making sure that there aren't bad actors out there taking advantage of the American consumer. This is the type of authority that we see in 40 different states, right, red states and blue states alike, and it's really focused on making sure in those emergencies there's a cop on the beat.
See, just because you sort of have to explain what it isn't after the rollout, I think it is illustrative of that it's not, maybe wasn't the greatest first initiative to make. And I think typically grocery chains have about a 1 or 2% margin. And when there is price gouging in a normal system, there are antitrust laws, there's anti-monopoly laws. It can't be done because competition doesn't allow you to stay higher than where all your peers are. And what it looks like, Mike, is that the administration was well aware that it was underwater on Bidenomics and on the economy because of inflation. So it looks like a way to just try to deflect blame from, maybe it was just a pandemic. Even if it wasn't Bidenomics, it happened globally. The administration always points out inflation happened globally. Yeah, so why blame it on U.S. companies that were gouging? Say it's not our fault. It's these, and that's part of a common theme, anti-corporate theme from the Biden administration. Why?
So I think if you look at the vice president's speech on Friday, you see a lot in there that's about the ways in which we need to create a very stable, secure environment for business to operate in this country. Talks about cutting through unnecessary red tape, talks
Right.
about creating certainty for businesses, big and small, to do what they do best, which is innovate and create jobs. At the same time, prices are front of mind for the American people, and whether that's the cost of housing, the cost of prescription drugs, the cost of groceries, this is a front of mind topic, and she wants the American people to know, again, there's going to be a cop on the beat, making sure they're not taking advantage
The other
of.
thing that
I don't like that they're using, when they're talking about the Democrats, they're using the phrase cop on the beat. You know whose phrase that is? Gary Gensler's. That goes hand in hand with the rumors that Harris wants to put Gary Gensler in the Treasury's job. Not good optics, guys. Let's talk about the soft landing.
do we see an orderly easing cycle because the Fed doesn't feel like it needs to act intra. They have a meeting where they go 50 or whatever. You think they just 25 and then the next meeting 25? So only do 50 this year and then maybe continue next year? You think it'll be like that?
I think that a soft landing is, the probabilities are going up, and that's why this should be a benign cutting cycle, like good for markets. But I think the key is the Fed getting off data dependence, because data dependence is the reason they missed the inflation turn, and I think now they're missing the soft landing.
Rear view mirror. But is it possible that they're too restrictive right now, and that the lag isn't? We don't know how powerful the lag effect of the higher rates could be, and they end up doing 50 or doing a couple of 50s. Is that possible?
I think futures markets are showing more than 2 cuts, so I think the Fed probably is a little behind the curve, and we know there is a recession in housing and durables and auto sales, so there was a lot of pain out there. So cutting more aggressively would actually make sense, at least from the market.
I think there's only going to be a 25 basis point cut in September, but I do think there'll be multiple cuts throughout this year, personally. So what else do we got? We got another video. Holy smokes, we got lots of Squawk Box for you guys today. Check it out, guys. Should you think of BTC as a store of value?
We did talk to Tom Lee earlier in the broadcast just about the divergence between Bitcoin and gold and what that says about the market and what that says about Bitcoin. What do you think it says?
You know, I mean, I'm interested. I didn't hear that, but I'm interested to hear what Tom says, because he's obviously very prescient. But I don't make much of it right now. I know the big gold bugs are saying Bitcoin hasn't moved in 2 years, and gold has gone up about 30%. So therefore, it's a better store of value than Bitcoin. I've always maintained, when speaking to you guys, I don't see Bitcoin as a store of value today. I still see it as an early adopting technology. Could it be a store of value if there's over 1 billion wallets? Sure, we could look at it that way. Is it a future store of value? Yes. But I just think that you've had a lot of things going on with Bitcoin as it relates to the regulatory headwinds. The Grimace coin thing is not something I'm a fan of. Have to totally understand why the SEC wouldn't like that. I just want those types of things not to cloud some of the great things that are happening in the industry. You know, there's payments and rail systems on Bitcoin and other layer 1 technologies that will advance our economies. You know, if we're spending $6-7 trillion a year on transactions and verification of transactions, this could reduce those costs the same way we've reduced a lot of telecom costs and improved innovation and efficiencies in the economy. So listen, I like gold. I have no problem with gold. I own some gold, Andrew, but I've made we've pivoted our business, as you know, 3-4 years ago into Bitcoin and other digital assets like Solana and Ethereum.
How much of the flows? I mean, part of the bull case, at least the short-term bull case, has been that the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs was going to change everything. And so I'm curious, when you now look at sort of the price action on Bitcoin, how much of that is being driven by folks buying Bitcoin, the actual currency itself, versus folks who are buying ETFs and then those ETF funds turning around and having to buy or sell Bitcoin?
So I think that's the central question, Andrew. But let's go back about a year. You know, Bitcoin was hovering around 30-ish thousand. It was decimated in 2022 down to 17,000. And so the regulatory clearance for the ETF made it safe to go into Bitcoin for lots of institutional investors. And even places like Morgan Stanley are now allowing their financial advisors to solicit people on Bitcoin. And so we had BlackRock executives out here talking about this phenomenon. They got $23 billion. It's the most successful ETF launch in history. So that's paving the way and making it more acceptable. So I think it's been very meaningful. If you had said to me last year when Bitcoin was in the 30s that we'd be here in the 60s post-halving, I think most people in the industry would be very happy. I think we always want this instant gratification. And because of Bitcoin's volatility, you know, all of us were seeing, and myself included, and I got this wrong, but I think it's relative to timing as opposed to actual results. I do think Bitcoin gets to 100,000. It's just taken longer. There's been just more regulatory hurdles, more uncertainty. There was some fraud exposed, as we both know, over leverage in the system. But I think it's a much healthier, much sturdier system today.
Right.
And so we like the fundamentals
But
here.
what do you think?
I disagree that it's taking longer. Bitcoin, like the 4-year cycle is right on track to where it always has been. So we're not taking longer. We're right on pace. Just because some people want it to happen doesn't mean it's taking longer. Grayscale launches new AVAX trust, guys. Bullish news for Avalanche. Let's check in on the Dixie. Just like I told you guys, the Dixie has completely collapsed, just as we called. We said it was going to collapse down here, and it has completely. Very, very bullish for crypto, guys. So, all right, let's go back over to the JASMY chart. What do we got? Funky. When you stifle the economy and it grows, and it can't grow, it will die. Price fixing will be the guaranteed rapid demise of the dollar. Exactly. At this point, I can't afford to sell my XCN at a loss, and I hope it's not a scam. It's my first bull run, and I'm investing the limited funds I have. Just don't stake. Just don't stake it, right? That's where the source of the problem is. That's where the source of the rumor is the staking mechanism, right? So don't utilize it. You should be fine. For right now, guys, that's what I'm doing, okay? I'm not staking mine. I'm just holding mine. I already lost a lot on AWT. You haven't, Blant, again, I cannot keep walking you through these things. I've been explaining to you for almost 2 years now that you haven't lost anything if you haven't sold. If you sold, you lost. If it's down, if you're down, there's a difference between losing money and being down because the market's down, right? And I have walked you through these things hundreds of times at this point, it feels like, right? I don't feel like you're listening to me at all when we talk, because it seems to always be the same thing. So if you haven't sold, the only time you lose money is when you sell. You're down, but most people are down on most projects right now. So that's what dollar cost averaging is all about. So as we can see, JASMY's continuing its little attempt at a breakout, guys. We'll see what happens. Where this candle closes is significant. So in about 3 hours, it's going to matter. Warren Buffett quote. Absolutely. All right, guys. So listen, I got to start getting ready for work. I got to work tonight. I will be back for a live stream from the office later tonight. Hopefully you guys are here. Because that would be awesome. We'll do another stream. We'll have another chat. So for right now, guys, until more information becomes available, till we can get a team member on the channel or something, what I would say is do your research, guys. If you find something, put it over in the Discord, whatever it is. Continue to communicate with each other. I obviously will do the same. I'll update you on everything I find, everything that I hear. And, you know, we'll figure this out together. But for right now, the issue is with the staking. So don't stake is what I would say right now. If you are staking, I would unstake your stuff and just, you know, that's what I would do. If the problem is with the staking, then don't stake, right? We'll figure the rest out as we go, guys. As a community, again, I do not censor people over on the Discord, guys. The Discord is not about me. It's about us as a community. So people will not be banned for saying that they think something's a scam or something like that. That's perfectly fine. You're allowed to do that, right? So it's not about me. I'm not BitBoy. I don't ban people who disagree with me, right? So, all right, guys, I got to get out of here. Guys, and also, as I said before, jump over to the Patreon. The link is down below. It's in the chat. Book your one-on-one coaching sessions for me when you need answers with this kind of stuff, right? And we'll walk through it together. We one-on-one Zoom call you together, and we chat through everything, guys. It's helped so many of our Patreon members as it is. And we do so much other stuff over there as well. Crypto giveaways, TA on altcoins, technical analysis training videos, and so much more. So check out the Patreon, guys. I will see you guys later tonight. Peace.